Welcome back everyone, I'm Kipleys Games, this is Snowrunner, and we're actually playing around in the snow on the Alaskan maps. Last time out, we found this Royal BM-17. We found that all the way down here in this swamp along with an upgrade. We found another upgrade here. We've been finding upgrades all over the place. We've unblocked all the roads, built the one bridge that was missing. We've been doing a few other little tasks here and there. A lot of stuff in the north we haven't done. What we're doing today, we're going to take our scout out, go to the trailer store, get a scout scanning trailer, because all this stuff here is uncovered. It's in the grey zone. Everything here, as you see, with the nice smooth edges, that was all revealed by the watchtowers. So everything in white is what's been revealed by the watchtowers, or stuff we visited ourselves. Everything in grey, we have not. Like, all this is grey, all this is grey, all this stuff up here is grey, that's grey. And I like exploring grey areas because you're never quite sure what you're going to find. So we're going to take the scout out, we're going to scan all this, see what's here, come down here, and then we're going to try moving this gigantic trailer all the way through here, along this massive devil's pit, mud pit, and take it to the port with the P-12. I was going to put this off until we could afford some of the Russian tank transporter collabs, but the P-12 recently got upgraded. Apparently it's got much heavier wheels now, which has the effect in this game of increasing the torque of your vehicle. So apparently it's got a lot more pulling power. So we'll see what it's like. If it can't do it, then it can't do it. And we'll just wait until we rank up high enough to buy a collab. It ain't no problem. Then we're going to pick up these two cargo containers, which are 2 cargo spaces each. There's 2 of them. So we'll need the P-12 with a heavy crane because they're big heavy cargo. And that'll load that onto a trailer and take them to the port. Then there's this bags on ice thing we haven't even activated yet. I believe that spawns some cargo here. Pick that up with a small trailer, take it to wherever. And then there's all this crap up here, like the lost tube and abandoned supplies, polar base, find radio station. There's an upgrade here, abandoned supplies. We haven't touched anything in the north. So hopefully we'll get through all that today. We might even take out the Royal BM-17 for some of that. Maybe. But it's going to be big boy and little boy. So little boy's ready to go. We have put the off-road gearbox on this now, so we've got more gears. That's the only thing we could do. So let's go and get this scanning unit. In the olden days, this is it, the prototype exploration unit. In the olden days, you couldn't buy this in the store until you'd done the quest to unlock it, and the quest to unlock that, I believe, is in the Amandra region. Let's have a look at the global map. Or is it Kola? I think it might be in the Kola region. And that's like the first DLC, because Michigan, Alaska and Tamir comprise the first 3 regions, which are the base game. And then Kola Peninsula was the first DLC, and then Yukon and all the rest. So I believe that only relatively recently are you able to buy this little prototype exploration thing. And I'll show you how it works when we get to where we're going. Where we're going is up here, up here, up here, and to kind of here. And then we'll scan here. So let's get going, shall we? Alaska's been quite forgiving. It's actually quite an easy map. There are some difficult moments, but there's 3 trailer stores, 2 fuel garages. It's just really easy. There's big trees everywhere that you can winch onto. None of the terrain is really bad. There's a few little bits of blue snow, a few little bits of wet mud like the one we're approaching just now, but other than that, it's chill. And that is not a pun because it's snowy. The raised suspension for this vehicle is somewhere in Alaska. It would be nice to find that so we can get bigger wheels on this thing, which will have the effect of gearing it up and making it even more capable. This is a little bit muddy. Big horrible springy tree root on the left. Avoid, avoid. Good. Okay, this bit looks a little bit nasty. Right, I'm going to scan here. the way you do that, you open the options menu, you click activate radar, and then at the bottom here, you press 4. And it deploys its little legs, unfolds its radar, which is really cool, and scans a local area. Then, quite slowly, it folds itself back away, and there we go. Done. Close. Now if we go to refuel, we will see that the prototype exploration unit has 100 fuel, and it's got 120 fuel, and it's saying 100 out of 120. That's because each time it scans it burns 20 fuel. So you can get 6 scans out of it, but you can refuel it from your own fuel supplies if you want to keep scanning. And as we see, it scans quite a wide area. It scanned all of this, so the next time we want to scan is kind of down here. But it looks like there's an upgrade right there, and then there's a task here, which looks like it wants us to get a lost oil tank and probably bring it straight back up here. But we'll have a look, and then we're going to go down this way and investigate all this and maybe scan there, and that should hopefully scan all this. So yeah, prototype exploration unit for the win. No, this looks really tight and horrible. That's what she said. And we're kind of stuck. Let's drag ourselves onto this dead tree. The problem is that as soon as our wheels hit that dead tree, they're going to break it, and it's going to go away. Like that. Okay. Rocks to the left, rocks to the right. Come on. Okay, let's just reverse a little bit. See, our front left wheel is trying to find purchase on these rocks, and it's just not getting it. I'm not seeing anything ahead which we can winch onto, but apparently there is. Apparently there's something there. That's a medium-sized tree. Gonna have to be careful with the winch, just tickle it. I don't want to pull that tree over. If you pull these trees over, then they're gone. Okay, I've got my front wheels over that rock, and hopefully that should let us get the rest of the wheels over as well. Come on, come on. Yes. And the annoying thing about the exploration unit is that it's got tiny wheels, and these little support legs drag at the back, and it's just a bit of a pain in the ass to drag around, to be honest, but it's so damn valuable. It's so damn good. There are 2 scout cars which have an integrated radar, which means they can scan without that, and they're in like one of the later DLCs, as you can imagine. Right, I'm going to detach trailer, and I'm just going to go and get this upgrade, and then we'll just reverse and pick up the trailer, because that's the road that goes up there. Let's spin time on. That's the road that goes up there, that's where we're going. I didn't want to have to bring the trailer down here and try and reverse to the trailer. That never ends well. What is this upgrade? Is it the up suspension? Oh, it's a race suspension. Is it for this truck? No, it's for a Ford CL something. Probably a highway truck. Absolutely terrible, but it's another one that we didn't even know this was here until we scanned. So we got a free upgrade for a truck we don't have and probably never will. Of course, you could buy the truck from the truck store and then sell the upgrade and then sell the truck. I'm not that hard up for cash. Maybe if we were playing hardcore modes, but then if you're playing hardcore modes on this game, you really should be in a psychiatric hospital. Alright, little twisty road for the win. Why have we stopped? This little trailer stuck on that tree. I bet it is. I bet we stopped because, yeah, the trailer's kind of trying to get stuck on that tree, isn't it? So let's make use of our new off-road gearbox and go to low gear. Off-road just gives you low gear plus and low gear minus. Low gear minus is like maximum torque. Very, very slow wheel movement, but masses of power behind it. The difference being, this effectively locks you into half speed of your first gear, but it gets you to the maximum torque of the first gear almost instantly. Normal low gears, like first gear, but you get to maximum torque again, a little bit faster than automatic first gear. There we go, now we're moving. God, as I said, this prototype exploration unit is very good, but it's a pain in the ass to drag around because it's got little pizza discs for wheels, and these little feet at the back get stuck on stuff all the time. But it's worth all the pain to be able to scan and find things. Ew. Ew. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, let's just try and go straight up the hill. Instead of driving through the wet mud, I'll just try and go straight up the hill. I hope we don't bottom out on it. Yep, that looks good. There we go. Drive around the mud, don't drive through the mud. And don't flip over. Even though we have an autonomous winch, to flip yourself back over, you do actually need something sturdy to winch onto, and these medium-sized trees are not sturdy enough. Okay, looks like we're almost at our destination. That's cool. Go back to automatic mode. Am I going to drive down that hairpin, or am I just going to drive straight through here? I'm just going to drive straight through here, thank you very much. Without flipping over, that was close. Okay, what does this have in store for us? Oh, it's got some very icy rocks. It's okay, we've got double chain tires, so we don't care. A nice little bridge and a task. And they need us to go and pick up an oil tank and bring it back to them. Okay, I can do that. What we will do, we'll just smash my engine first, and then after I've done smashing my engine, we'll abandon the trailer here and we'll go and pick up their little fuel tanker, which is lost oil tank. Yep, scout fuel carrier. So we'll steal some fuel from it before we deliver it. Right, let's not roll off this bridge. That is the one thing about the load start. Every time you bump the front of your vehicle, you damage the engine. It's not the most robust of things, but it's cool. Okay, this is all ice, but it's black ice, so that's cool. Because we've got chains, and that makes it exactly like asphalt. We're just literally driving down a road. Really, guys? I mean, you live literally at the top there. You couldn't pull this thing up the road yourself? Well, they're paying me money to do it, so I don't care. And the good thing about us doing this for the Lodestar is that we can hook into that. I'm going to steal all the fuel from it. Make sure I'm topped up. And the good thing about being a Lodestar is that the rear fender just pushes trailers out of the way like that. Most other Scouts, when you try and reverse with a trailer, the trailer ends up getting stuck under the fender and rolling your truck over, and it's just bad times. Lodestar doesn't do that, it just pushes them around. Okay, let's take that just straight back up here. If we did not have chains, this would be a massive pain in the ass. Because, again, this is the debate about chains versus mud wheels for snow maps. As I said, snow is coded exactly the same way as mud, ergo mud tyres or off-road tyres are usually better. But when it comes to black ice, which is what we're on, or icy roads, without chains, you will slip and slide all over the place. And chain tyres are okay in mud, but they're excellent on ice. I'd rather be okay in mud and excellent on ice than really good in mud and absolutely terrible on ice. That's my own personal preference. A lot of people argue differently. Opinions in Snowrunner are many and argued vociferously. I'm going to roll off this bridge if I'm not careful. Right, handbrake. And then just tickle the throttle. Okay, made it. And we just have to deliver this here. Oh, in fact, before we do, let's be smart and fill up the prototype exploration unit from the fuel carrier as well. Yeah, let's be smart. Why not? Let's try something new, eh? Now we can deliver it. Bam! They paid me 1,000 truck bucks for that. Just to go down there and get that 1,000 money and a little bit of XP as well. Ours is not to reason why. Ours is but to get paid and do. Doesn't rhyme, but it works. Then we need to go back the way we came and follow the road down the other way. Nice little task there. Ah, my engine. Stop breaking your engine. Ah, my engine. Okay, this is this hairpin that we just avoided on the way down. We just... Oh, ow, my engine. I'm going to be saying that a lot. Okay, we'll just power our way through. Come on. The truck is not stuck, it's the prototype exploration unit stuck on that big rock. I'm just trying... Power! Come on! Get over that rock, you little shit. There we go. It's popped itself free, we can continue on down this road. Ow, my engine! I think we'll scan here and then... there. Just to see everything that's in this area. Okay, I'm at this base / factory thing. Unfortunately, it's got concrete walls, so we can't smash through those. If it was a chain link fence, we could just drive straight in, but nah. We'll have to go in the other entrance. This looks a little bit powdery snowy. Yep, come to a halt instantly. Let's just hook in here. Drag ourselves through, turning to the right so we don't get snagged in the branches. Release the winch, and then we'll drag onto that one. Snagged a little bit, but not too much. That's good. Lovely. Again, don't forget you've got a winch. It's not just for emergencies. Use it all the time. Right, let's do a scan here. Activate radar. Radar. Let it do its thing. Upgrade location discovered. Ooh, it's all the way down here. Okay. Man, this thing's got a huge radius on it. So I think next time we scan it, it'll actually be kind of here. And get all that. There's a service area there, and a sideboard trailer. Okay. Service area we like, because they actually instantly repair your vehicle. Which is kind of cool, as we see, as soon as we drive in. What do you mean, no? Cargo management. Are you not a service site then? Oh, okay. Maybe we need to deliver oil barrels here to activate the service site or something? I don't know. But usually, when service sites have that wrench icon, it means as soon as you drive in, it fixes your vehicle. There you go. We'll get 30 more money from that. And that is the big trailer that we have to deliver to the port. It's not particularly wide, it is really long though. Right, let's go and get this upgrade and then do some more scanning. And we'll scout out this road. I mean, this is just... It's a little bit icy, but if you've got change, you're fine. Okay, now it's muddy. But that'll be fine. It's not too muddy. Little car with little wheels can do it. I'm sure a P12 with massive wheels can do it. Now where is this upgrade? I believe it's down on the beach somewhere. Now, this is a dilemma. It says detour here. If you look at this road, you will notice it's like really off camber. And I don't think that that massive trailer, which is back there, is going to like that camber, because it's a really tall trailer. I think when we come here with the P12, we're going to have to take that detour. I mean, it's deep and muddy and a little bit twisty. There is like another shortcut you can do. You come off here. You see where this shaded area is? Like this little shadow bit? That's like a ravine. You can, if you've got a good enough truck, just drag the trailer straight through here. So it's like, come off here, turn here, straight, and through Devil's Pit. Or it's like quite twisty and turny. Because you do not want to try and take it down this road. Remember, this is a tiny little car, and if you're coming here with a big, heavy truck, I mean, look how cumbersome that is. Where is this upgrade? Let's just actually put a marker on it. Okay, I can see the yellow hatchings now, so if we just drive straight down now. So yeah, I don't think the P12 will be coming this way with that big trailer, simply because of the angle we're sitting at now and that big rock that's literally under our wheels. It's bad enough that you're tipping. If you tried to steer left to get around that rock, you might go down there. If you steer right, you brush up against this. If you go over the rock, the trailer might tip over. I think it's just a no. Careful. Right, what is this upgrade for? I bet it's something crap for a truck we don't own. Get upgrade. Raise suspension for the Hummer, which we sold. Okay. Excuse me, coming through. Oh god. Is there any chance of me driving straight up there? I don't think so. We're going to have to turn around and go back the way we came. But that's okay. It looks like there's enough room here. Load start. Do not roll over your trailer. Alright. You get a little bit stuck. Yeah, it's quite steep. Winch to the rescue! And away we go. And release the winch. Aha. I think this is another reason why we're not going to bring the big trailer this way. Look at how tight this is. That big rock face kind of forces you to go left. I mean, that is really, really tippy. Because if the big trailer goes down there, you ain't getting it back. You're going to have to reset the mission and respawn it back there. Right. Not bringing big trailer this way. Now, the one problem with taking that detour, you can get the big trailer down here, that's not a problem. Turning this corner can be a bit of an issue because you've got to swing out as far left as you can to give the trailer lots of room, but as we see, there's like this big rock face here, so you can't really turn that far to the left. And then the trailer, the back wheels of the trailer will like rub up against this, and this is quite cumbersome, as you see. So the trailer wants to try and turn the corner this way, and you're trying to stay as far left as you can, but you can't because there's this rock here as well. Same when you're turning this corner, you want to take this as far to the left as possible, but again, big rocks on the left hand sides which prevent you from taking this as wide as you might like. But you've got to get as wide as you can, because the rear wheels of that really long trailer are going to go up that bank and might tip over the trailer. But there's lots of big trees here, so it's probably worth using the winch to winch the trailer onto the trees as the back wheels kind of ride over that. Because no matter how wide you take it, the trailer's so long that the rear wheels will catch this bank here. So you are going to have to winch the trailer onto these trees to stop it tipping over. Right, let's do some scanning. Let's move time on. Alright, nothing else appeared. But see, in this scanning thing's got a huge range. Just scan all that, and then all this. Where do we want to go with this thing next? Over Devil's Pit and then do P12 stuff? I mean, why not? Let's just try and go home. Yeah, let's do that. This isn't even Devil's Pit, and you see how muddy and horrible it is. That's another reason I wanted to wait until we were rank whatever to unlock the big Russian tank transporters, because they've got like 59-inch wheels and designed for pulling tank transporters through mud. But we'll P12 it, see what happens. That orange sign up ahead is the start of Devil's Pit. Come on, little truck, you can make it. Mind you, we're kind of running out of fuel, so let's actually refuel ourselves from exploration unit and our own chassis. There you go. We're not going to be doing any more scanning at the moment, we're just going home. Right, let's drive up the left through the dry powdery snow instead of through the wet shiny mud, if we can. Come on, little truck, you can make it. Yeah, do not want to drive through all that wet horrible slop. Okay, and the orange sign says Water Over Road. Bit of an understatement. This is the Devil's Pit. As I said earlier, you can go this way, which has got lots of dead trees, but as we know, when your tyres hit dead trees, they smash them to bits. Or you can go straight ahead, but as we see, there's lots of big trees, so I'm just going to go straight ahead. Don't try to go up the left hand side. There are telegraph poles, but they're really far spaced out. See, it is a little bit drier on the left hand side, but the telegraph poles are too far apart. So just stay on the right hand side. There's lots of trees here. Let's just go low gear plus. Low gear plus effectively locks you into your second gear. And you've got increased torque because it's pretty much at maximum torque all the time. Do the swimming method. The wheels are spinning too much, so let's go down to low gear and we're stuck. As I said, lots of trees on this side, so we'll just winch onto a tree. And release. Just look at this pit. It is evil. And then I think we should be able to get... Oh no, not quite on that tree, but that tree. That'll do. Nice dense trees, that's what we like. And then we can get onto that tree. There we go. If we had the extended scout winch, we probably could have reached that earlier. But then, that's not autonomous, is it? I'd much rather have the autonomous part of the winch than a little bit of extra range. It's muddy, it's wet, it's deep, it's horrible. But a nice thicket of big strong trees, and it's just chill. Then we'll just winch onto this with the back of the truck, pull the back of the truck round. There we go. That's probably enough. Are we close enough to winch onto the next big tree? No, but that's okay. What we'll do, we'll winch the back of the trailer. That's not the back, it's the top. Winch the back of the trailer onto this big tree and just drag the whole assembly forward, trying to keep yourself and the trailer lined up to stop the trailer being pulled round. Release the winch, winch onto the next big tree. See, right hand side, easy peasy, lots of trees close together, and we're at the edge of the pit. It's really not that bad if you stay on this side. Okay, then we're kind of stuck on the tree branches because tree branches are dicks. Let my truck go, you springy bastards. Yeah, there we go. And we are out of Devil's Pit. Alright, job done. One quick trip up the main road later, we're home. Let's sell this trailer, get the P12 and attempt that big mission. Sell that, recover this, get the P12, customize it, put the high saddle on it. Nice. Now, before we go there, we do only have 350 fuel, and that means we have to go through Devil's Pit to get to there, and then bring this all the way out of Devil's Pit. We're going to need to get fueled up between that time. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a fuel trailer and take it with us so we can fuel ourselves up. And if we run out of fuel at Devil's Pit on the way back, we'll just spawn someone else from the garage with a maintenance thing. Trailer store, what I want is a maintenance, something which has just been added to the game, which is somewhere here. Yeah, the heavy fuel tanker semi-trailer. If you remember this from Michigan, this is one of the very early big trailers that you had to move for a contract, and I said you couldn't buy it in the store. You can now. It was added literally just a couple of days before I started recording this. It holds 5,000 litres, which is a lot of fuel. There is another one which is saddle low. Come on, where's the... Well, there's the fuel carrier trailer is 2,000. Okay, maybe it's not showing me it because I don't have a low saddle fitted. That's fine, that's okay. What I'm just going to do, I'm just going to buy the good old maintenance trailer. Let's see if this thing can actually do this mission. Right, part 1. Get this thing through Devil's Pit and get to the trailer. Okay, big boy. Let's see how you handle this. All-wheel drive on, please. With your new improved tyres, which are twice as heavy as they were before, which apparently has the effect of upping your torque and increasing your pull weight. Let's go to low gear. So far so good. I mean, we're still moving. it won't move very far if we hit that tree branch. Now we're digging in. Oh, that was a valiant attempt. No, let's actually get to the front. Seems to be just fine. Devil's Pit is not particularly long. We're almost out of it already. Okay. Alright, P12. Alright. Okay, on the way to pick up this big trailer, we're going to scout out the detour. I told you about it, but I didn't show you it, so let's just show you. Remember, we'll be doing this coming the other direction with the big trailer. It's really not that bad. Now, to the left is the twisty-turny bit I told you about, and dead ahead is this shaded, shallowy gully. Let's have a look at the gully. And the twisty-turny bit is not that twisty-turny. The gully is a little bit steep, but it's at least in a straight line. As we see, lots of trees to winch onto. I mean, that's not too bad at all, is it? But it's not right coming in this direction, only pulling a little tiny trailer. Because at least you avoid all the mud and badness up there. I mean, yeah, there's lots of trees on any of the routes you choose, so it doesn't really matter. But I think we'll try the gully. Even though the P12 isn't really a heavy truck, it's in the heavy category, but it's not really a heavy truck. It's really a very large off-road. But now it's got double weight tyres, because if, remember, there's 10 tyres on this truck, and if all of them have been double weight, that's a lot of extra pulling power. Allegedly. And this is the airport's main road on the way to pick up the big trailer. P12's good anyway, because this saddle is really high up in the air, because it's got, as we see, it's like got a double thickness frame, so the high saddle position's actually one of the highest in the game. We saw that in Michigan when we dragged that massive trailer over the river. The high saddle position kept the legs of that trailer really high, so it avoided all the rocks that it would have been snagged on otherwise. Not that snagging on rocks is a problem here, it's the twisty-turniness and then Devil's Pit itself. Okay, here we are. Let's refuel and then detach this trailer and see if this truck can do it. Too far back, that's good. And bam. Right, let's have a look how long this thing is. See, it's really quite tall, it's really quite narrow. It does have 5 axles. How many winch points? Not too many. I don't like that there's like 2 winch points at the front, 2 winch points at the back, and the only other ones are at the top. I don't really like winching at the top, because then it will pull itself over. And that looks like a dead axle, but there's no function to lower that dead axle. There's no point marking out the route. We know where we're going. Let's just try it, and let's move the time round to 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next morning, just so we've got the maximum amount of light. And because it's a big trailer, you can't really see your truck. You've got to move your camera in stupid positions to see what you're doing. But that's okay. Because there's all the weight of this trailer pressing down on the saddle, that's shoving our heavy tyres even further into the ground. In theory, improving our grip even more. We may burn a lot of fuel doing this, but that's why we refueled before we started. Here is the turning for the detour. Remember, you're hauling a massively long trailer, so take it as wide as you dare. Looks pretty good. And because we came through the gully, we can follow our wheel tracks a little bit. And they'll show us where to go, so we don't drive through all that horrible mud. We'll just take it down the gully. And hope it doesn't bottom out on the way down there. Come on, come on, come on, wheels. Come on, wheels. Come on, wheels. Oh, yeah. Oof. It tried to bottom out. It lifted all the wheels but the two front wheels off the ground. But it kept moving. And then the back wheels got purchased and away we went. Not only am I still an automatic, but we're actually in third gear. Yes, it shifted down to first because the front had to climb up out of the gully. What an absolute beast. Okay, it might bottom out again. Yeah, the front end's gone a little bit light. The front end's gone light, but the rear wheels are still pushing. Come on, come on. And looks like the trailer is... God, it's literally being dragged. Okay. None of the trailer's wheels were on the ground. They are now, but that was a little bit scary. Okay. See, to turn this trailer round this corner, we need to go as far left as we can, but big bank here as well, which isn't going to make it fun. So we're just going to have to kind of cut both apexes at the same time. It's just not very nice. Okay then. Just watch my front left wheel. Trailer's wobbling, so I just took my hands off the accelerator. Let the trailer settle. Don't let it wobble too much. Okay, now watch my rear left wheels. You've got to graze that rock. Now front left, graze this rock. Remember, we're trying to take this corner as wide as we possibly can. Wider, wider. Because, as I said, the trailer is going to try and do that. Because you cannot get wide enough. But I think... Dear God, we made the tight turn of doom without needing to winch the trailer onto a tree. Wow, that never happens. This bit should be easy. It's just a drive through some mud with a big engine and big wheels and double weight tyres and the weight of the trailer pressing down on the wheels. Almost stopped talking there because the trailer went a little bit tippy, but it should be okay. It's a really top heavy trailer. It's really long, it's really tall, it's really narrow, so it loves to tip over. But we're over the tippy bits now. All we have to do is drag it through Devil's Pit, turn left and go to the port. Fuel wise, absolutely tickety boo. Not a problem. Okay, this little muddy dip just before we get to Devil's Pit itself. Still in second gear. Automatic. Holding down accelerator. Go P12. Absolute MVP. Right, let's see how we deal with Devil's Pit. To avoid the tree branches. Stay close to the trees, but you don't have to rub the bark off them. Okay, now we're actually in the pit. Wheels are slipping, and we come to halt. Okay, that was to be expected, but go winch. The trailer's not in Devil's Pit yet. The wheels of the trailer just aren't even in the mud yet. I'm sure we'll grind to a halt as soon as they do hit the mud. Are we within range of that tree? Oh God, we are. That's nice. I like that. So, go. And let's winch the trailer to there. Just drag it forward a little bit. That's probably good enough. Hopefully the front of the truck can hit this tree. Yeah, lovely. That's the last tree before the end of the pit. I mean, what an absolute beast the P12 is now. Wow. I'm sure it could have done it before it had its tyres upgrade. We would have just had to winch a little bit more. But dear Lord, what an absolute boss. Release the winch, then we'll winch the trailer onto... Oh no, we won't, we're not quite far enough. So we'll winch the front of the trailer onto that. It's basically dragging us by the fifth wheel, the high saddle itself, but that's not a problem. Release the winch. Well, that went much better than I expected. We've barely used any fuel. Wow, okay. I mean, usually I would wait until I was like ranked up enough to buy the Russian Kolobs. And they don't have chain tyres, they've just got massive mud wheels. So they chew through that without stopping. But they burn like 25-30 litres of fuel a minute doing so. And the P12 just absolutely beastie Devil's Pit. Do need to be careful with this turn though, because remember the trailer is extremely long and I do not want its wheels to go on the other side of that arm call barrier. So I'm just going to back up a little bit and take this as wide as I can. Again, you can't go too wide, otherwise when the trailer follows your truck it will tip over on that bank. Are we good? Oh, the wheels are trying to go the other side of the armco barrier, but doink! Now they slid off it. Absolute superstar. What an absolute beast of a machine. Wow. Maybe P12 is a proper heavy truck these days. I mean, it can have a lot more upgrades than the big heavy trucks can. Because these big Russian trucks can have basically one upgrade. They've got high saddle or nothing. And that's it. This thing can have all the upgrades. It can have cranes and cargo, and it can do logging and high saddle. It doesn't do low saddle though. But an absolute boss. I am very impressed. It calls for a celebration toot in the horn. And lo and behold, we're at the port already. Let's just go a little bit slow here. Let's not get the wheels of the trailer stuck on these concrete blocks or anything stupid on the way into the port. Or this one on the left. So let's take this as wide as we can as well. And there we go. Boom! Rank 17. What an absolute beast. Very impressed. Right, let's recover. Why don't we try the Royal? Heavy crane. Yeah, 180,000 torque. And it's got all-wheel drive. And this is 145,000. So the Royal's got more power. But it doesn't have diff locks. Let's get the 4-slot ramped flatbed carrier. There we go. We know that this is twisty turny and just an absolute no-no. So we'll go this way, this way, this way. This way, up and over this little hill. And turn in here. Try and turn around somehow. Because we need to come back out this way. Come back the way we've come. Because I believe these cargo containers need to go to the port. Yes, they do. So I don't really want to try and drive them through this twisty-turny bit of forest. Because if you remember, there's these two trees here really close together. And that means the springy tree branches are going to try and snare everything. And we're going to be really long. Okay, let's try out the Royal BM17. I usually just sell this truck straight away, but you know what? Let's just try it out. If it's crap, we'll just recover it. What's a horn like? Not bad. The lack of diff lock might be a bit of a pain in the tits in really bad conditions. But I don't think there are bad enough conditions in Alaska for that to be an issue. I think maybe low gear, all-wheel drive, and the extra torque it has over and above the White Western Star will be good enough. Okay, just had to all-wheel drive to get out of that mud pit, but that's okay. So the White Western Star does have like 330 litres of fuel. This thing's only got 280. That's probably going to be enough. Alright. And we do have an off-road gearbox in this thing as well, so it's got the full set of 3 low gears. I prefer most of my trucks to have the off-road gearbox. A lot of people like certain trucks with a high range gearbox because it gives you more high gears. But then, how often do you actually make it to high gear and sustain it? I mean, it's... Unless you're a speedrunner doing that with a fully upgraded twin steer, I don't really see the point. Because when you get bogged down, you really need the lower gears. This is where we need to turn off. So instead of going there and trying to do this hairpin, I'm just going to try and go straight over this bit of snow. Right, Royal's got plenty of power. I mean, it's just... The wheels are spinning, but it is grabbing traction simply because it's got massive power. Okay. Now what I want to do is try and turn this thing around somehow. I think there maybe... Is there enough room to turn this thing around here? Right, let's get the crane out. Put the outriggers out. And grab these 2 cargo cans. Change the camera so I can see what I'm doing. Winchy, winchy, winchy. Keep one eye on the truck to make sure the weight of the cargo can doesn't pull the truck over, because that would be bad. Raise the boom. Swing it round. Keep one eye on the truck. The truck seems absolutely rock solid, which is weird because it's got a really narrow wheelbase. But whatevs. Right, let's extend the boom. Get the camera over the trailer. Oh, balls. Need to raise it up a little bit more. A little bit that way. That way, that way. Spin it round. Oops. And release. Right, that'll do. Next one. Just winch. Shorten the boom. Bring the winch in. Come on, cargo can. Come on. They only weigh 3 tons each, they're not that heavy. I mean, metal beams is 5 tons. They're just quite top heavy and a little bit unwieldy. Nope, don't you... No, you bugger. Right, we're going to have to pivot that. Right, is that going to pack from there? Exit camera mode. Pack cargo. Hey, they both packed. Nice. Restore crane. See, you don't have to get your cargo exactly on your truck. Just close enough is good enough. Right, now, can we turn around without everything falling off that? It doesn't look like it, does it? Okay. I don't really want to have to go over the river and through these trees. Can we try to winch the trailer backwards either onto that tree or that tree? I think that's going to be the play. But again, I don't want to... That didn't take. I don't want to pull the trailer over. I just want it to... Ah, you turd. It was winched onto a little tiny tree. Oh, crap. Oh, is it not close enough to... Oh, man, it's not close enough to the big trees. No, balls. We are in a bit of a pickle. Okay, it's not even moving now. Ooh, I think... Has the watchtower got winching points? It does. Ooh. I'm going to have to detach the trailer and have a think about what I'm doing. Because I can't reverse the trailer, which is... I'm going to have to detach and try and get the truck around the other side of the trailer and pull the trailer backwards. And then hook in. Oh man, this truck's trying its best to tip over. Narrow wheelbase. That doesn't mean it's a crap truck, it just means that I'm crap at driving it. There was a bit of a power lag on this truck. I mean, it does nothing and then all of a sudden just shoots off. Don't hit the trailer with the legs on your crane, you idiot. Okay then. What we want to do is winch the trailer backwards. Yes. Like a so. Then release the winch. Change the time to afternoon so we can see what we're doing. And get the truck up here and reverse back down to the trailer. And hopefully pull the front end round without anything falling off. That's the plan. Right. Stop here. We'll try and winch that so we can pull the front end of the trailer round. Just a bit. Come on. Come on. Yes. Is it working? I think it may be working. I'm going to go into low gear minus and just inch forward. Oh god, it's not liking that, is it? No, it is not. Okay. How about low gear? Give it a bit more grunt. Pull it round. Okay. Not happy. Let's just reverse and try and hook in. We're not close enough. Reverse a little bit more. Can we hook in from here? Yes, we can. Can we actually drive forward? Yes, we can. Is anything going to fall off? No, it's not. Okay. Bit of dicking around, but we made it. Now we just need to go all the way back the way we came, back onto the main road, and then down to the port. Shouldn't be too difficult. What does the Royal look like on the inside? Relatively modern-ish. It's not... Is that 1980s? I want to say. It's quiet enough. Very little engine noise. And here we are once again at the port. Well, smack my ass and call me Charlie. That was easy. Bit of mucking around to get this thing turned around, but we did the right thing. We didn't try and come through the twisty-turny forest of doom. So let's complete another task. Boom, done. And there's a trailer store here, so we'll sell this trailer and just recover right back to where we came from. Very forgiving map. Trailer stores and fuel everywhere. Sell that, recover this. Easy peasy. Next thing we were going to do is have a look at this bags on ice. I think there's 4 bags. We'll send the scout up there. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Speaking of scouts, we'll take the bandit out for a run. Why not? We'll put a maintenance frame add-on on it. Make it into a massive heavy scout. I'm going to leave it with the balloon tyres on. You don't want these chains. I'll show you why. Because they're like little pizzas. And you can tell that this thing is extremely top heavy. And it just tips over unless you've got the balloon tyres on it. So let's go. Big balloon tyres. Sell these because they're crap. This thing with the balloon tyres and the maintenance add-on is effectively a massive heavy scout. As I said before, the 2 front axles steer and the 2 front axles on the cab twist. See, the frame twists. That's why it's moving around so much. And it makes it really good at crawling all over really difficult terrain like this. Not very good on ice, but when it's got the big massive tyres, it's really, really stable. When it's not got the big massive tyres, it's really, really unstable. It's not got huge amounts of power, but it is quite capable. If you're using it for cargo, it does have its special KRS Bandit crane, which is slightly longer and slightly more powerful than most other trucks' cranes. The truck itself does exist in the world. It wasn't invented for this game. It was just a one-off. I believe it was Ukrainian, or could have been Russian. Anyway, it was a one-off thing. It was a 2 truck chassis cut and shut together with the front end of a bus. And that's what the bodywork is. It's a bus. But in Snowrunner, everyone uses it because it's really quite capable. As you see, we've just been bombing around in automatic mode in 5th gear through all this deep mud and it's twisting and turning, and its frame's just eating up the ground, and it just goes. It may only have 150 litres of fuel, but it carries another 120, I believe, in its roof rack, so it's really got like 270 fuel, which is quite a lot. How much does it carry in its roof rack? 140, yeah, so 290 fuel. I mean, that's decent. It's got more than the Royal has. Yeah, it's just floats over mud and snow like nobody's business, because it is quite a light vehicle. Despite its massive size, it is a chunky boy, but it just moves. Okay, here is the task giver. Get through the snow, you bugger. Again, it was spinning its wheels because it was still in like 4th or 5th gear, so I just took my finger off the accelerator and then depressed it again, and it shifted down to 1st. Good tip for you there. Okay, let's have a look. How many bags is there? Bags on ice. There are 4 bags on ice. Okay, 2 of them are here, and 2 of them are on the ice. So I'm going to recover this, and we're going to get its sideboard bed and its KRS crane. There we go. A lot of people don't like that the crane faces forward, because it can inhibit the twisting of the frame, because the roof rack kind of hits off the crane and stops it twisting. But I've never really found that to be an issue. I don't take it to places that make the frame twist that much. What you can do, you can just go into crane mode. Where is crane mode? And just turn the crane around and just drive around with it pointing backwards. You can just do that, and then your frame will twist to its heart's content. Takes 4 or 5 seconds. If you can remember where the crane controls are, it takes you even less. I believe we did unlock one truck in the truck store where we hit rank 17. It's a Freightliner something. We'll have a look next time we're in the garage. I'm not sure we'll be buying it. I mean, you find plenty good trucks out in the wild. I mean, we've got some pretty good trucks already. Again, we probably could buy Russian trucks right now, but the Russian and Ukrainian trucks, you don't get the upgrades for them until you're actually on the Russian maps, or the Eastern European maps, I should say. This is the first bag we need to pick up. How much are these? 2.5 tons each. Well, let's actually put my outriggers out, you idiot. Not that they help all that much. See, this crane's moderately powerful. It's close enough. Will that pack? Of course it will. Restore the crane. Onwards. See, the cab can still twist. They just can't twist very much more than that, otherwise the spare wheel hits the crane. But I think that's fine. You'll see sometimes sparks coming off the crane when the front of the cab hits it. But it's fine. Okay, the next one seems to be down in this little dell. But that's okay. Get as close as we can. It's probably close enough for the KRS crane. Remember to put my outriggers out this time. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, look at the range on this thing. It's great. It's really good. Bring the boom back, swing it up, shorten the thing, spin it round. Whoops. Almost pull the truck over. As I said, the truck's quite light. Yay, now it's back. God, that was a little bit scary. Pack the cargo, restore the crane. Let's go and deliver this to the house, which is just up here. Just make sure we don't roll over. What does the bandit look like inside? Yeah, you can tell it used to be a bus. Big benches in the back. Weird looking vehicle. All these one-off experimental vehicles are, because it is such a big truck and it's with these tyres, it's quite wide, it's pretty difficult to tip it over. Unless you're doing stupid stuff with the crane like I was just a minute ago. So hold C, cargo management. There's 2 of your 4 bags. The other 2 are on the ice. We don't have chains, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Easiest way to get there is just here. Okay, now you're going to see what it looks like when you're driving on ice without chain tyres. It's slippery. It's not like you instantly spin, you just need to not drive fast and not make any sudden turns and you'll be okay. Here's the other 2 bags. Just get nice and close. Yeah, we did kind of skid to a halt, but that's to be expected. That's good enough. Just leave the crane like that, because we're only going a couple of yards away. Little bit of wheel spin. Just be cool on the ice, man. Yeah, we kind of skidded to a halt again. It's not a massive issue. Put the outriggers out, idiot. Bring it up, swing it round, shorten the boom, crash into the other cargo, let it settle. Almost lose it, bring it back in, drop it properly, pack the cargo, restore the crane, take it all the way back to that house. See, you can drive on ice with non-chains, it's just, I mean, on the flat like this, it is not a huge issue, just don't make any sudden turns and don't go too fast. The problem you're going to get is if you're trying to go uphill when it's icy. That's when you run into problems. Yeah, one other thing about the Bandit, check out the headlights. Bam! And it illuminates backwards and sideways as well. As you see, spotlights here, spotlights here. It's really cool driving this thing at night. Gotta love it. And here we are. Let's deliver these last 2 packets of cement, and then I think we'll call this episode done. And there we go. Well, that went well. We did everything we set out to do. We scanned this, we found an upgrade here, found an upgrade here. We took the P12 down here, it absolutely beasted a massive trailer because we made smart decisions going through the gully and not along the road and not along the twisty road. P12 beasted Devil's Pit, I'm not sure how, but it did it. Chewing our way through this map actually, we've not got all that much to do. We've just got to do all this stuff up here. Abandoned supplies, lost tube, find radio station, and this upgrade which is on top of the mountain. I believe find radio station tells you to go here. We'll try and get everything in the north done, and then we'll start on contracts, or maybe we'll go to Mountain River and work out how to open the White Valley Gateway. So far Alaska's going great. Royal is good, Bandit is good, Paystar's solid, P12's a beast now. So I hope you come back for that, and I hope you look after yourself until then. I'll see you later.